Okay, so yes, new pimple. Yay, she wants to show out today. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm just not acknowledging it, like I just don't see it or something, because I know y'all see it. So I just thought I should acknowledge that. Hey YouTube, Desi back on Sparkle Things, and I'm back with another video. Oh, that was not cute. Don't do that. Sorry, I just had to take thumbnail pictures. But yeah, hi, welcome to my YouTube video. So as you tell by the title, today I am doing a video about my crushes. I've been planning. Sorry, I'm on the steps. I've been planning to plan this video for like a good month maybe, and then I finally planned it today, the day I'm filming it. Yeah, so anyways, I did a poll on Instagram asking people whether or not I should do a video about my crushes or a video about my depression, and it was like, I don't know what it was. If I can find a picture, I'll put a picture right here, but I don't remember what it was. But yeah, so people voted to do a video on my crushes, and that is what I'm doing today. So I want to be more specific about what I'm doing. Basically, I'm going to be talking about like how long I like them, how much on a scale from 1 to 10, why I like them, whether or not they liked me, like my relations with them, basically, some certain music that I listened to that I related to with them, their race, and whether or not they knew I liked them. I think that might be all of them. That's a lot, but like we're just gonna be going by 5 crushes, not my 5 most recent, but just 5 that are like not really like the most important, but they had the most impact on me basically. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna do each crush individually and just be answering the questions and kind of getting more into them. And yeah, that's just it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And yeah, I love you guys so much. So let's get into it. Of course, I'm not going to say their names because I don't want them to have to cross by this video. But I'm going to tell all of them, basically. So the first one is, but his name for this video is going to be 𝚃𝙴𝙻𝙲𝙾𝙼. The second one is, but his name for this video is going to be 𝚃𝙷𝙰𝙾𝙼. Next is, his name for this video is going to be Jacqueline. Oh God, I never gave the last 2 a name.
Bitch, are you dumb?
Pardon me?
Are you dumb?
I think she's dumb.
Okay, anyways, so the next one, his name is gonna be Kook. And the last one is, his name is going to be Davion. So yeah, those are all the names. I forgot to give the last 2 names, so I just came up with Kook and Davion. Y'all just got to deal with it. But like, different, so it's not really based off their personality, to be straight up, just something that either sounds like them or something just popped up into my head. But yeah, so the first one we're gonna be doing is Trayvon. So Trayvon, I liked him in 6th grade. That's the only time I liked him. From like sometime before October to all the way to like May 2018. So yeah, from like 2017 October to like May 2018. But yeah, so I liked him on a scale from 1 to 10. I liked him a 7. That's kind of bad because never mind, we're gonna get into why that's bad. Anyways, so I liked him because I thought he was cute, I thought he was adorable, and I just loved him. I can't really pinpoint reasons why I liked him. It's really hard to pinpoint sometimes. I was gonna say funny, but he wasn't like the funny type. I don't know. He just really liked me, and I like that he liked me. You know, because nobody really ever liked me, and he really liked me, so I liked him. That sounds bad, but yeah. So my relations with him, this is why it's bad that I only gave him a 7. He was my boyfriend for sometime in October to May. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That it was a 7, but I'll get into why. You'll see that in a little bit why he was a 7. But yeah. Did he like me? Yes, he did like me. I mean, I would hope so. We dated for a very long time, so I would hope he liked me. Did I have any like names for him? I didn't have a specific name, I don't think. I just called him by his actual name. But like I think my friend, she used to call him Tree because his name was kind of spelled close to that. Yeah, she used to call him that a lot. I don't know why. So did he know I liked him? I would hope he knew because we dated. I mean, yeah. So did I have any songs that I listened to that made me like think of them or related to my relations with them or whatever? I can't remember all of them since it was like 6th grade. And I'm in 9th grade now, but I know I listened to Dangerously in Love. Stop. Don't say it. Yeah, I listened to that song a lot when I was with him. Yeah. And what was his race/ethnicity? So he was like, I don't know his official race, but I know he was either like African or Jamaican, and I can't remember. I don't think he ever really actually told me. But it was like sometimes you could just tell based off of like their accent, the language they spoke. So I can't remember which one it was because it was a long time ago, and it's just like kind of like a blur. But yeah. So next up is Kaleidoscope. So basically, I liked him from 6th to 7th grade. I liked him from like basically the beginning of 6th grade to like December of 7th grade. So basically like August of 2018 to late 2019, like like December. So basically that was the time I switched schools. So I didn't stop liking him until I switched schools, which probably would still be the same way if I didn't switch to like 8th grade or something. So if I stayed in that school, I would probably still like him longer, which is hence the reason why I liked him on a scale from 1 to 10 as an 8. Yeah, I say an 8 because sometimes he made me mad because he would do certain things. He played with my feelings, but I didn't know that at the time. But he would do certain things that would make me upset. But yeah, so if you can tell by the time period between Kaleidoscope and Trayvon's liking, I liked Kaleidoscope at the same time that I liked Trayvon, or I was dating Trayvon. Yeah. So that's why Trayvon was a 7, because somehow in my mind I thought I liked Kaleidoscope more, but whatever.
I would also like to clarify these ratings aren't based on what I think about the person now. It's just thinking about how much I liked them back then.
Whatever. 6th grade, 7th grade Destiny, crackhead. But yeah, I liked him because he was cute. He had dimples, and I really was intrigued by that because I never seen a guy or a girl really. Well, my friend Dahlia did have dimples, but I had never seen a guy that had dimples, and it intrigued me basically. But yeah, he had dimples. I really liked his hair because he had kind of like long curly hair, and I really liked that because that's like my favorite kind of hair. And he was funny to me. He was kind of more like a crackhead if I think about it now. Back then it was just really funny to me because you know anyways. What was my relations with him? So we were like acquaintances, but not like to the point where like we didn't know who each other were. Like he knew who I was, I definitely obviously knew who he was. And we talked sometimes, but it wasn't like as friends basically. As I said, he played with my feelings. So a lot of the time we talked, he was like flirting with me, but to make me think that he liked me. Yeah, we were acquaintances, but like not to the point where we didn't know who each other were. So next, did they like me? No, he did not like me. He played with my feelings. Maybe he did like me and he wasn't playing with my feelings, but I very much doubt that. Yeah. So next is any names that I had for him. I don't think I did, but I think I thought of him as like the dimples guy or whatever. So yeah, I don't believe having any name for him myself or either my friends, but kind of just knew him because he would have dimples and something. So that's what I was saying. He's dimples. Did he know I liked him? Yes, he played with my feelings. I gave him multiple notes telling him that I liked him. He definitely knew I liked him. yeah, I would never deny it when people would ask me in public. I would just say, why would you think that? Who told you that? That's basically my way of saying, yes, I do, but I'm not going to admit it in public or while he's in the room, basically, yeah. So any songs, I also listen to Dangerously in Love with Him. This is just toxic. I'm very, very toxic. Anyways, next is The Race. So he's also either African or Jamaican. I say that because I remember one conversation. I don't know why I remember this, but I remember one conversation. I don't know if we were on the bus or if we were at our shuttle stop or we were at school. I don't remember, but he was saying something like his parents were like Jamaican or African. I think it was Jamaican. So yeah, that's why I say he's like probably part Jamaican. I don't know. So next is Jacqueline. So I liked him in 8th grade, just 8th grade, because that's the only time I knew him anyways. But so I liked him from sometime in maybe late 2018 to like maybe like May 2019. So like late 2018 to May 2019. But yeah, so I liked him as a 10. I was in love with him with like all my heart. I don't know, he could do no wrong in my eyes. Yeah. I liked him because he was cute. Obviously, we're gonna think every single one of these guys are cute, but I'm gonna still say that. So I liked him because he was cute. I thought he had really nice teeth. I could put a picture. I could like cut out his face and just show his teeth. He had really nice teeth, and I liked that. Obviously, we ain't gonna talk about my teeth, but yeah, he had really nice teeth. He was funny. Very much so. He was really funny, and he also happened to be like my best friend. He was like my boy best friend. But yeah, I also liked his hair. I forgot to put that on the list, but I did like his hair. What are the relations? He was my best friend for like a little while, and then we started dating. Yeah. So yeah, we started dating. We dated for like, yeah, a little while. But anyways, so yeah. He was my best friend and my boyfriend. After we stopped dating, we were more like acquaintances. He did talk to me from like time to time, but that was just, we're not gonna get into that. I'll tell you guys about it if I do like a breakup video, which I really want to do. So next, did he like me? I would hope he did. He did end up dating me for a little bit, so I would hope to think someone wouldn't waste their time dating someone they don't like, but you know, nowadays you never really know. Did I have any names for him? I think I called him like just a few times, like kind of as a joke, but like not as a joke. I don't know why I called him that. I think I know why I called him that. I'll get into it a little bit later, but yeah, I called him that. Did he know I liked him? Yes, he did. I gave him a note, said I liked him. He made a joke about it. He was like, how are you gonna write me a love letter? And then start punching me in the hallway because I was trying to avoid him all day, and then I saw him in the hallway, and because we were still best friends, I punched him in his arm, and he was like, how are you gonna send me a love letter and then punch me in my arm? Yeah. So yeah, next we're gonna get into the music. So I had very sad songs in relations to him because we didn't date for that long, but I somehow like fell in love with him. Yeah, so I really liked him before we started dating, and then when we started dating, I started to fall in love with him. So you know, I got really attached very easily. But yeah, so basically I listened to Myself by Layton Green, and if you know that song, you know it's not a very uppity, loving relationship song, basically.
I remember feeling like I wasn't good enough, had me questioning myself, I wasn't sure enough.
It's a pretty deep song. Yeah, I really relate to it. You should go check that song out to see how I relate to it. I'm not gonna get more into that. I'll probably get into it in the relationship breakup video, whatever. And the other song I listened to, I listened to so much, but it was I'm Sorry by Curly Bam. I didn't listen to the song really for me, basically. I listened to it more as like some type of closure, to be like a song that he is like sending for me, because it's kind of like a song of you saying like you're sorry for certain things you've done. So because he never actually like really apologized for anything he did, I kind of used this as closure to be like, okay, this is just what I need, because he never said anything, so I just need this to me, basically. So yeah, that's why I listened to that song relating to him. And his race, he said he was from Argentina. which I think is why I called him. But I don't know if I knew it before then. I think I just called him that because I really liked the way it sounded. But yeah, so he was from Argentina. So Argentinian, I don't know I don't know how to say it, but yeah. And I think he might have been white. I saw his mom like once, but it was like a blur in my head right now. So she could be also from Argentina. I was just assuming she was white because she had white skin and she had blonde hair. But you know, obviously she could be any race, so don't come at me. Yeah. So next we're gonna get into kook. I don't know why I said kook. But anyways, so yeah, we're gonna get into kook. I liked kook. Not cute. So I liked kook in 8th grade. I thought he was cute for a little bit, and I thought he was like just really funny in like August, and then I kind of started liking him kind of more like late September to like early November. And I didn't stop liking him till like May of 2020. But yeah, so we did have 8th grade together. But yeah. Ooh. So on the scale of 1 to 10 that I liked him was probably an 8 to 9. But yeah, I liked him because he was obviously, like I said, he was cute. He was really funny. Like he was probably like the funniest out of all the guys on this list. He's still funny now, but like he was really funny. So I really like that. I'm very attracted to funniness basically. But yeah, so he was really funny. He was also tall. He's probably like he was the tallest out of all of these people. But yeah, so he was very tall, and I really like that. I like when people are taller than me because I'm tall myself, so it's kind of hard to find people that are taller than me, or at least my height. So like that was kind of like a push, like yes, thank the Lord, I found somebody that's taller than me. And also he did sports, and I really like. Anyways, I really like people who play sports because I want a boyfriend to do something that I can cheer them on in basically. So yeah, that was like a good thing to me. And he played like a couple of sports, so it was like, dang, I can cheer you about some things. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I just like people who are kind of athletic too because I'm kind of athletic. Yeah, and then I also I don't know why I put this on here, but he was country. And I honestly, like back then, I really liked country people. Not saying I don't like them now, but it's just I love the way they talk. Like it's just something. And I think his accent may have rubbed off on me. Probably not his solely, because some of my family members kind of spoke kind of country-ish too. But like I think it really rubbed off on me because I started saying. Like I kind of still say that, but I kind of do kind of sound country a little bit, kind of not as much because I kind of been hanging around people who don't speak as country. So yeah. What were our relations? So we were good friends for a while, probably just like 2019, like late 2019, from like September to the rest of 2019, and then like when 2020 started, he kind of started pushing away, trying not to be my friend or something like that. Every time I tried to be friends with him, he was kind of like, let me push away from you because I don't want to be friends with you, basically. That's the vibe I was getting, at least. Like I said, we were good friends from like September to the end of 2019. And then after that, we were more like acquaintances. We talked from time to time, but it never like stuck to where we just constantly started talking, you know, like day after day, basically. Did he like me? He said like he thought it was cute for a little bit. So I don't count thinking someone's cute as liking them, basically, because you could think someone is cute, but like, yeah, so for a little bit. But did he know I liked him? I think he had a hunch because there were multiple times where he what's it called, where he was kind of like, do you like me? People think you like me, all this extra stuff. And other people were asking if I like him, like out loud, and I'm like, why would you think that? You know, doing the same thing I did with Kaleidoscope, but like me just going like, why would you think that? Who told you that? Da, 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 da. Like I would do the same thing with him too, because he would ask me multiple times, and I'd be like, why would you think that? Who told you that? And then he would just leave me on red, like. So yeah, I think he had a hunch. He probably knew for sure that I did, but he kept saying stuff like, I just know because you do this extra stuff. Like, anyway, what music did I listen to? I listened to Arcade. I can't remember who it's by. It's like Duncan, I don't know who it's by, but I listened to Arcade. Not like I loved him, but like liking him was like a losing game, because I guess I like wasn't his type or something. And then I also listened to Driver's License a little bit. I couldn't relate to Driver's License as a whole, as a song, but there was like some lyrics that related to him. I don't know. And then I listened to Mercy by Shawn Mendes. That was like my favorite song for a good while, but it just really related to me because it just felt like, oh my gosh, like please make me stop liking him because it's not gonna go anywhere. And yeah, and then his race was white. That's it. Okay, so I don't know why my phone trying to tell me my storage is up right when I get to the last person. But anyways, we're gonna get into Davion. So basically I liked him in 8th grade. That's the only time that I knew him. But I liked him from a lot of 2019, like late 2019, since I started knowing him in like August, but not officially. I wanted to do a video about him too, but anyway, so I started liking him sometime in 2019 because I remember I actually did something, but yeah, I didn't stop really liking him until like the end of 2020, like the end of 2020. But yeah, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much did I like him? Probably like a 7 to 8. Not because he was like a bad person or he did anything bad. Honestly, he was probably the best out of all these people besides probably Travion. He was probably the best, but he was probably like one of like really high on the list of being like the best out of all these people. But yeah, so it's just a 7 to 8 because I also liked other people while I liked him, and also like you'll see later on. But so I liked him because he was cute, obviously. I also liked him because he was in band, and I really like people who play instruments because I don't know, it's also kind of with the sports, I like that I can like cheer you on in something or go to your concerts, you know, watch you play, whatever. And I also really like music, so I really wanted to get into that. And it was just nice knowing somebody who was also in music. Another reason why I really liked him was because I'll get into that actually. I'm not gonna tell you guys this yet. But he was also really funny. He brought up a lot of things that I did was like embarrassing, and it just made me laugh because he didn't make it seem like it was embarrassing. He just kind of made it into something funny, and he always did stuff that he knew made me laugh on purpose because he wanted me to laugh or whatever. I don't know. And yeah, and I also like that he remembered things. He always, like I said, he always brought up old things. I'll say one thing that he brought up later on, but yeah, he remembered a lot of things. And I don't know, I like someone who can remember like some little things that I tell him. But yeah, what was my relations with him? I would say we were good friends, at least in my mind. We never got to a point where like we just didn't stop talking normally, basically. Like there was never a point where we just weren't friends. Like after we started talking, like after we started being friends, there was never a point where we stopped being friends. Besides like when COVID started, but like did you stay friends with all your friends during COVID? Because I didn't. But yeah, and especially since he didn't like have like any way to contact me, so it wasn't like we could be friends like that, you feel me? Yeah. Did he like me? Maybe. I say maybe. You'll see why I say maybe later, but yeah. Did I have any names for him? I did. I called him Danny. Oh, I forgot to say the names for Kook. The name for Kook was I called him that multiple times. Like when I would just see him walk by, I was like, oh my gosh. And it was so far that my friends actually made a joke, be like, oh, there's your because they knew that's what I called him. But yeah, I called him Danny. So did he know I liked him? Yes, he did, because I gave him a letter saying I liked him. So this is partly why I liked him and partly why I thought maybe he liked me, because I told him, like I had it in a note, I gave them to him and everything like that. He didn't talk to me for like most of the day after that, because it was like on a Friday, and then on Monday he didn't talk to me for most of the day because it was kind of awkward, I guess. But like it was like later on I tried to talk to him. It kind of got awkward, but I don't know, it was like probably like the next day after that we actually started talking again. But it was like he was like, after that he didn't stop being friends with me, basically.
The funny thing in my mind was that like we actually like got closer, to be straight up. So that kind of like made me think more like, oh yes, that's definitely happening.
Like other people, like Kook, he had a hunch that I liked him and he just kind of backed away. But Davion, I actually told him I liked him and he stayed. So that was a reason why I thought maybe he did like me, and that was the reason why I liked him, because unlike all the other guys, he didn't leave me, and I have abandonment issues, so I really appreciated that. Anyway, so any music. So I did listen to Arcade. I listened to Arcade more for Davion than Kook. But yeah, mostly because I actually did feel like maybe I was really close to like loving him, because I thought really highly of him because he didn't leave, because it was just something I never experienced basically. So he was like on this little pedestal. So yeah, I also listened to Someone to Stay because I had nobody else, and he was the only thing that was kind of keeping me here basically, the thought that I may see him again. That's a little too sentimental. I don't like saying that out loud, but yeah, that was in my head. But yeah, and finally his race. He was Russian. Yeah, so I have very different tasting guys basically. But yeah, okay guys, so that is it for the video. I'm really excited for this video. Actually, I don't know why, it's like nice to kind of talk about these things, because I never like thought about mostly these things, like why I like these people, how much I like them, how long I like them, you know, things like that. So it's kind of nice to just talk about things that honestly, like, it's not that deep to the point where I just won't talk about it on camera. I do want to do my depression video next, but I'm gonna do another poll because I might do a different video instead of that. So I want to see if people want to see the depression video first, or do you want to see a different video that I'm thinking about doing. So yeah. But yeah, that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys so much. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I want to reach 175 before the end of March, so if you can help me out with that, thank you. So yeah, I love you. Even if you don't love me, I still love you. So yeah, thank you, and I'll see you later. Bye.